Good Friday morning, my friends. Working on Rosie's lunch. We got the old roast beef sandwich, some chocolate chips, some chips. Gonna make her a protein smoothie and start Friday off nicely. Doing one of my favorite workouts in the backyard. First I push this thing all the way across the yard, then I pull it back, which really helps with leg stability, strengthens around the knee. I mean, remember, I was gonna have that meniscus surgery back in August. It's totally fine now. So I'll do a circuit of that, come over here and do some raises on the inclines, do some core workout with my Pilates ring there. Backyard workout is the best. We were talking about Seed Probiotic yesterday, and somebody sent me a message asking what makes it different than others on the market. There's a few things, but notice how when I twist this, there's a capsule in there. This is the outer capsule made of pomegranate fiber, and that's the only thing that dissolves in your actual tummy. And then the inner capsule makes it to your colon. And in the inner capsule are 25 strains of bacteria that work. So most probiotics will just die in your stomach with the heat and the acids. This one survives it to the colon. But the quality of the bacteria in Seed are, in my opinion, superior than the competition. They did a clinical study that showed a 4x increase in healthy gut bacteria with people who had digestive issues when they took Seed. So if you are looking for a new probiotic, 25% off your first month supply, try Seed. We didn't forget about the crispy peanut butter cups in the fridge. Yeah. Check this out. It's set up really nice overnight. So all we're going to do is pop these out. Oh, that's going to be great. And all those crunchies will be like, just like Nestle Crunch when I was a kid. This worked out really well. Check this out. Once you pop, you can't stop. Here's the most satisfying thing. Listen, sound on. Boom. OMG. Unbelievable. We must get a photo for the blog. So Leilani's staging here with all the beautiful garnishes there. I remember a really funny story. So I was talking about when I was a kid, I loved Nestle Crunch. So when I was 10 years old, I had this little safe in my room and I would keep bars of Nestle Crunches there with a lock because I loved them so much I wanted to protect them. So
are you going to do that same thing with it?
Maybe I'll put this in a little lockbox and put it away. Whenever I talk about a recipe on the blog, on Shop Flav City, click on the recipe blog. Every recipe that you see me and Leilani make will eventually make it up there. The latest one is that protein coffee cake, which is amazing. Espresso martini, butter pecan protein parfait, protein pies, they're all there. There's hundreds there. You could filter by product, protein, electrolytes, lemonade. It's going to show you all of the yummy recipes. People are getting excited that Steak and Shake is going to cook their fries in beef tallow. And a lot of people get excited when they see that Buffalo Wild Wings fries in beef tallow. But Leilani's finishing up a reel. We're calling it Expose. I went undercover at Buffalo Wild Wings to show what kind of tallow they're really using. We'll publish it in about an hour. Stay tuned. Bobby, the investigative reporter, is coming at you live. A bunch of folks are asking me what I think about this Clean Label Project report about protein powder. So I want to go over that. I want to go over a lab test of my chocolate protein powder. I want to go over a heavy metals breakdown. And I did my own experiment with 12 of the most top tier proteins and sent them to a lab. And we'll go over all that too on today's The More You Know, The More You Grow. Every 6 months or so, some organization releases a heavy metals report about protein. The problem is they always use California Prop 65. And this is a standard that nobody outside of the state of California uses. And it's so low and stringent that according to the state of California, you can only have 0.5 micrograms of lead a day to be safe, while a serving of spinach, asparagus, avocado, and green beans and strawberries have more than 0.5 micrograms. A freaking serving of strawberries has 5 times the amount. Oh my God, these levels are absurd. California is absurd. There's organic heavy metals in the ground that are natural, then inorganic that come from pollution and modern day farming. As I was saying, the key is to limit the amount of inorganic heavy metals in your diet. You can never eat something that is completely free of heavy metals because all of the produce we eat is going to have some. Now, here's a certificate of analysis of my chocolate protein. It happens all the time. Here's one. So when you plug in the levels of heavy metals that were in this report to the breakdown calculator here, all of these levels are very low. So the lead in this sample, 0.28 micrograms per serving. We say in California, less than 0.5. So even if you're gonna go by Prop 65, this is safe, okay? But regardless, I got 12 of the most top tier proteins. Mine's at the top here, okay? And look at the level of lead on mine, but you start going down the list. Here's double the amount of lead. Here's 5 times the amount of lead, but these are still considered safe. And I don't want to show you what brands are attached to this, but you can do an apples to apples comparison here. But the problem is, when you start comparing things to Prop 65 limit, it sounds scary, right? It's 2x the amount, it's 3x the amount. These are limits that nobody adheres to or calls them real outside of California. So we do have to look at heavy metals, and we take that very seriously. I'll share a report with you anytime you want. But don't let people sensationalize this stuff and scare you, because unless it's above an international limit or the FDA limit, we don't have to worry about that. But we do have to worry about modern day pollution and farming and glyphosate and BS affecting our soil and going into our crops. And if you live in California, a serving of asparagus is going to kill you. We have a guest checking in to the Bobby B&B later on. And Rosie, wow, set up an amazing assortment here for Gergana and her son. Look at this. You check into the B&B, you got snacks, hydration, sleep gummies, cocoa chocolate milk, stuffies. Wow, Birch organic mattress. Rose, you are the hostess with the mostest.
Yeah, I still need more stuff.
More stuff?
Can you believe it?